Right, today we are going to have another go at making all four boat stowage covers. Now, I've already made one cover and I've tested it out and I've just got it right here. And I've got a slight problem with it. It's too thick. I made them too small. I missed off the measurements for the hems. So these are going to be the right size. And this time we know they've got to be 76 by 37 centimetres. So I'm going to cut them out. I'm going to hem them. And then what we're going to do is get the holes in them for the press studs. And then we're not going to put the press studs in them this time. What we're instead going to do is just put the holes in for the press studs, which will then make it nice and easy to mark off where the other side of the press stud should go in the fiberglass of the hull. So today it's all about measuring and sewing and putting holes in things. And then when we go down to the boatyard, we shall then get these fitted on. So it turns out that 148 divided by 37 is exactly 4. So we can actually get the widths out, and then we'll need to make that 76 centimetres down this way. So what I'll do, because it'll be easier this way, is I'm going to measure 76 centimetres length off of this, and then we've got a lot less fabric to have to worry about. So let's do that now. There we go. There we go. 2 chopping boards now. Brilliant. So that should be all right. All right. Let's measure off 37 there. 30. If we just get the top, there's 90. Do a little bit of maths. 90, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that'll be on the 3. There we go, and that'll be up there. There we go, this will be our first piece. I could, of course, cut it with the scissors, but it is a bit mind-blowing doing it with the scissors. So there we go, there's our first piece. We just need to do 3 more now. There we go. So there are our 4 pieces. Ready to hem. So I've just turned that hem over to 4 centimetres, that side. I'm going to do this side because it's so long. Ideally it'd be great if I had something that was 4 centimetres wide, but I don't. So what I do is I just, you can see that, I just measure this, put that on 4 there. And then, because there's these little grid lines, it's quite easy then to line that up like so. And then you can actually make a little crease in it like this. And then it actually behaves quite well if you fold it over like that. I think what I might do actually is, if we can, I might actually turn over the tops as well. Yeah, let's try and do those as well while we're at it. Right, so there's that. Whoop. So there's the top folded over. So there's the whole hem done. So I'm just going to give that a quick measure. That measures 28 by, I think it was 70. So they're more than large enough. They're going to be 4 centimetres overlap on the height, which is perfect. And they're going to be just about 5 centimetres overlap on the length. So I'm hoping that'll be okay. You know, we can always chop the side off and rehem if we have to. The corners they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of the fabric. Any press studs we do in the middle here, so I think we should do 2, they will have just the 2 layers. You may have noticed that my sewing machine is running a lot slower. So there's actually a little thing inside here. You can take the top off and twist a little variable resistor and it slows down the motor, which is brilliant. So now I've got, it was the only gripe I had about this sewing machine really, was that I put my foot on the accelerator or the pedal and it just went zoomed off, which is really good if you're sort of like used to a sewing machine, but you know, I don't really get the practice. So now it's got a lot more control, which is brilliant. Brilliant. I actually moved the needle to its rightmost position, which is a good tip here, because then there's more of this little foot that presses down on the cloth. So as you're sewing this, you can it's almost forming a little tube, so it can ruffle the cloth up. But if you've got the foot over that quite substantially, it keeps this little hem and tube quite flat. So you can see it's done a really great job there. So you can see there's the stitch. Now what we're going to do, we're just going to do a stitch on the inside here. Otherwise we're going to have these little flappy bits. And then I think that'll be enough. The beauty of doing things yourself is that you can, you know, if things break or they just don't work out, well, hey, you just try again. You know, it's not a big deal. Failure, we should not be afraid of failure. I'll try and get the camera and show you what I've done here. So I sewed all the way around the outside in one continuous big sew line. Then I did the same but inside. But what I found was, by sewing on the inside like here and here, I'd missed these little pockets off here. So what I did then do was sew these in. Sorry about that, that's my printer doing something. And then that just gives this a bit of rigidity. So what I might do is actually sew down here where I'm going to put the other press stud to give that a little bit of lateral rigidity as well. And I think that'll be good. So when I do the next one, I'm going to sew around the outside again, but this time I'm going to just sew straight lines down and all the way across, all the way across, all the way across, like that, because otherwise I have to come back and re-stitch these little corners. But that's one done. Only job now is to put the holes in for the press studs, but I'm going to go and sew the other ones first. So there's all 4 done. Looking really good actually. I'm really chuffed with these. When you sew them up, they're really strong, and I think they're going to be brilliant as stowage covers on the side of the boat. I am going to knock the holes out because they've got to go in the middle there, and then what I'm not going to do is put the press studs in yet, because then it'll allow me to mark these on the boat a lot more accurately. So I can't wait to get these down to the boat and get them on her. So here's all the press studs that I'm going to need. This is actually the hole cutter. This is just a little backing plate. These are the 2 tools that you use to close everything together and clamp everything together. And then they come in 4 parts. So you have a top that connects to this bit here, which is like the little cup. This is then the clip that clips into, and that's secured to, well, actually we won't need these pieces here because this will be screwed or bolted to the fiberglass of the boat. So, oh yeah, I didn't realise that. We don't need these little pieces here, so we're going to have a load of those spare. Yeah, okay. So I've got them all out. I actually don't have enough. It's completely cleared out all my press stud collection. So I've got these little silver ones, and I've got, so 2 will be silver buckles and 2 will be these darker buckles. I kind of prefer the darker buckles because they kind of match the boat, and they won't glint in the sun. So I'm hoping these will be okay. If not, we'll just have to, I'm sure we can pull them out somehow. Yeah, so I'm just going to bag all those up, and then I'm going to cut holes in here now, and then they'll be ready to take to the boat. Yeah, just going to cut some holes out of these. Don't know if you can see. It might jolt everything, but you can see these are just going to go like that, right in the middle. So, yeah, there we go. And that's it. And you get like a little hole go all the way through. Oh, actually, that didn't go through. Let's try that again. Oh, wow. Going to need to give that a bigger whack, but I can't. I've got all these on here. Just need a little bit more welly, these do, to get through all 4 layers. Right, that's 2 done. 2 to go. Okay, that's it. There it is, all done, all 4 of them. You see little holes in there. I haven't done the holes in the middle because I may as well see what they're like with just the 4 press studs on. That doesn't seem to make any sense putting more holes in the hull than or the deck of the boat as necessary, and I can very easily put those in when I'm there. So yeah, great, all done. Nice little job. Took me about, I'd say about 2 hours from start to finish that, maybe 3 including all the cutting. So actually, when you get your head into all these sorts of jobs, they don't take that long at all.